Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, she traded the glitz and glamour of show business to a simple and peaceful island life. An award-winning actress.
Kailangan ko po kasi talaga yung anak ko po nasa ospital.
A certified hands-on mom. But with new films this year, is she coming back to showbiz spotlight for good?
Hindi naman po ako maarte. Kahit anong trabaho po kaya ko gawin.
Andi Eigenmann joins us in the program. And later, find out why the Flaunt Your Wealth Challenge is taking Chinese social media by storm. That's for today's In Focus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. She belongs to a clan of respectable actors in the industry, but she went all out to prove that she can carve her own name in show business, winning numerous awards and nominations for acting prowess, both on television and the big screen. So it came as a surprise to many when she decided to quit the fancy world of showbiz and live in a beach paradise. Now she's back with a new movie, All Souls Night. Let's go straight to the source of the story. All Souls Night lead star, of course we all know her, Andi Eigenmann. Andi, so good to finally see you in person.
Hello! I'm so happy to be here. It's my first time.
Welcome back to Manila. O, hindi naman.
Thank you.
Because some people are asking, saan ba talaga nakatira si Andi? Ikaw na magkwento sa amin.
Hindi ko rin alam. No, I'm just kidding. Well, of course, I'm still here in Manila half of the time every month. Kasi my daughter studies here. It's just that people think that 100% of the time I'm in Siargao because probably of what they see on social media.
Yeah, because of all your beautiful photos of Siargao. Parang feeling nila you abandoned Manila and you moved to Siargao.
Yeah, well, I want to move, like it's the plan is to move away, but I'm doing it slowly but surely.
Wow, at such a young age though. But I want to talk about two films that, please correct me if I'm wrong, that you made in 2018. One is Made in London, and then of course the upcoming one is All Souls Night. So last I heard was that you went on, semi-retirement. Alis muna ng show. You did not want to leave being an actress, but you wanted to leave the glitz and glamour of show business. Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. So, what made you decide to do these two movies first? Si All Souls Night, tsaka si Made in London.
Actually, like I have a disclaimer for Made in London. Made in London, I shot it before I left.
In 2017.
Yes. It's just that it aired a bit late, so it was like, when I was promoting it, when it was being shown in the cinemas, it was like, oh, I'm just like, napadaan lang, just here to like sell my movie. But it was actually done before I left.
I
so
see.
Technically, All Souls Night is like, what they say, my comeback movie after 1 year.
Yeah, like they're saying now after coming out of semi-retirement, now she's back. But I need to congratulate you because I understand that you won an award as Best Actress for Made in London.
Yes.
In New York.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Ano siya, parang Made in Manhattan ba?
Na sobrang drama na deglamorized version. Because Made in Manhattan, diba, it's like a romantic comedy. Made in London basically is about OFWs who work illegally without papers in the UK, and it's based on a true story actually.
But forgive me for asking this, but how can an Andi Eigenmann portray an OFW?
Why not?
Masyado kang sisay? Ewan ko ha. Hindi ko naman, I don't mean, but was that a portrait of an Andi Eigenmann? Is that something you always wanted to do? Ganun na lang.
Well, in terms of Made in London in particular, there's a reason why they casted me for the role. Like they needed someone with who looked like she was half white.
Oh,
so
I see.
It was part of the character sketch. But then at the same time, proving to an audience that yes, I indeed can be believable as an OFW or whatever else I can be, whether it's a garbage man or like a werewolf.
Kasi tama
because
naman.
It's part of the job.
Yeah, it's part of being an actress, diba? That you can portray so many roles. Forgive me for saying that. I mean, that was not meant to, but ibig ko sabihin siguro kasi kapag OFW, masyadong tisay.
Yeah, like,
si
it's like
Andi.
I'm from there. That's what they
Yes.
said. But then it's part of the story.
Exactly. So kaya pala ikaw ang napili dito. So congratulations on that. So and then I also remember that in 2016 you won Best Actress for Angela Mercado.
Yes.
And another one, a very important film is Marosa, that your mom won Best Actress
Yes.
at the Cannes Film Festival. By the way, I'm such a big fan of your mother. And then ikaw, Best Dressed at the red carpet, di ba?
Yes, and Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair, and then you decided, I'm gonna take a leave for a bit. Well, I mean, that's a little strange, and it's a little bit of an irony. First, your Marosa, your mom winning, ikaw, red carpet, and then sabi mo, after a couple of months or maybe a year later, I think it's a little time for me to kind of like move out first. What happened?
I just feel like I went to a point already where I wanted to give myself the chance to get to know myself by myself. Because when I was a teenager, when I first went like in front of the TV with Agua Bendita, through Agua Bendita, people were trying to get to know me, but what they didn't realize is that at the same time, I was trying to get to know myself as well. And I felt like that was there, in result, there were all of those controversies and stuff like that. And it wasn't necessarily easy for me. As much as I won I've had all of these like achievements earlier on in my life. I'm also human, and I felt like that's one thing that I wanted to give myself the chance to experience.
But you know that very few people would do that, right? Because so many people, maraming tao gusto maging artista, and once you land a role, and I remember you were Jezebel, di ba?
I was in Jezebel.
Yes,
but
you were in Jezebel
Yeah.
rather, because I remember I used to watch you. You're always sunburned here as
Yeah.
still are now. So that's not really easy for someone. And I know an Andi Eigenmann to be very outspoken, di ba? Medyo sinasabi mo yung mga bagay siguro na normally hindi dapat sabihin ng artista. That made you quite different, no?
Yeah.
And sometimes problems with your mama arose because of that, di ba?
Yeah.
So how are you now? I mean, so what has it been? A year?
Yeah,
A year?
a year.
What have you learned? How are you?
Well, I mean, before I left, I got to go to Cannes with my mom, and that's when she won Best Actress, and it felt like I was walking on a dream. I had casters there trying to go up to me and wanting to get to know me, and I felt like, wow, I'm so passionate about acting and filmmaking, and I feel like I wanted to give it a shot. But then when I came back to the Philippines, even after an achievement like that, I felt like I still didn't feel complete.
Yeah.
And then when I decided to take a break from being in front of the cameras, that's when I realized that, and I lived simply. I was always at the beach, didn't need any of those really nice luxury clothing and all that makeup and the fake hair.
Yeah.
Without all of that, I realized that I was in my happiest.
Yeah.
I realized that you don't really need much to be happy. For others, it may be that. But for me, it just wasn't it. It's not that I wasn't grateful. Of course I am. But it's also, you also can't blame me or judge me wrongly if I felt that's not what my main goal in life is.
And that's what you feel, and that makes you happy.
Yes.
As long as you don't hurt people in the process intentionally,
Yeah.
I think that's okay. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Coming up, let's talk about her upcoming movie, also other projects that are in store for Andi. Andi Eigenmann will still be with us after the break. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Andi Eigenmann. So Andi has a movie. It's called All Souls Night. I saw the preview of the movie. Nalito ko. So tell us the plot.
Basically, I play the role of Sheila, and I go inside a house where I decide to take in a side job as a household assistant for a family. to help pay for my college tuition.
Pero for 3 days lang, di ba? 3 days lang ba?
The whole movie happened in a span of maybe probably less than 5 days.
Okay.
At most.
All right. Okay. So you came into that house, and then I remember what you were told. Isara mo ang bintana, huwag ka lalabas ng bahay, at huwag ka papasok ng kwarto ng walang permiso. Siyempre, sumilip ka dun sa kwarto.
Like in every horror movie, of course, curiosity of the character occurs and she will do the one thing she's told
Not
not
supposed to do. O, siyempre, magre-rebel. Huwag ka papasok dyan. Anong meron dyan? Di ba? Ganun yun.
Tignan ko nga.
Oo. But there's a kid eh.
Yeah. So it's in the house lives a couple and their maybe like 7-year-old child. And I'm just there doing my job, trying to do what I'm told, trying. But then a series of, paranormal events occur.
But it's in the trailer that the child said, hindi ko siya daddy. So you can't.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm a stranger. But to me, in my eyes, the three of them are the strangers. So who do I believe?
I see. Okay, so it's going to tickle your imagination watching this movie. Do you like horror? Like doing horror movies?
I love horror.
Why?
I don't know. It's so exciting. I'm an athletic person. I'm super sporty, and I feel like somehow I can get the same adrenaline rush as I do when I watch horror films. And as an actor, it's something that's nice to just be a part of.
But do you actually really get scared? I mean, in scenes that you do, ninenervyos ka ba talaga?
I don't get scared in scenes, because I'm aware of all of the lights and cameras around me. But I do get scared on set, just like I did when we were filming. Like, it was the location was so scary.
Oh, and that house doesn't look so
inviting.
It's a little scary, di ba? Saan siya?
In Manila, just around Manila.
Really? Yeah. Around Quezon City or no? Manila talaga.
Sampaloc, Manila.
I see. Okay. And then you like horror movies pero matakutin ka.
Yeah.
So hindi ka ba umuuwi tapos you realize the scenes that you do. I mean, sometimes do you think that you're inviting horror in, or mga...
I was like that at the beginning, when I was younger, when I was a younger actor. But then now, I feel like I've mastered the art of separating my personal life and my job.
Yeah.
And because I did, I'm braver now to take on roles like this.
All right, I get that. Okay. Was it hard to go back to acting in All Souls Night, having taken a break? Did you have a hard time?
In a way, yes, it was. Because I've forgotten some of the, techniques or routines that I've had ever since for like the 12 years that I was in showbiz.
Yeah.
And going back, I had to kind of, adjust again. And on the first 2 or 3 days, I was really quiet and just observing everybody around me and how they worked. And then it took me a while to realize that certain things have changed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Such as?
Like, I don't know, it's just, I guess, the way the younger directors of today, because it was my first time working with Direk Aloy and Direk Jules. Okay. I wasn't aware if there are certain things that I was in the position to ask about or to question as an actor. And my mom, even like there was a time, she was like, oh, hindi na uso yung maging method. So I'm like, that's just in my mind that my mom said that. So I'm like, baka isipin na lang weird ko if masyadong feel na feel.
So medyo may ilang in the beginning. May konti kang ilang coming into.
And at the same time, I was a bit shy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was so shy again, like to just act with a kid. And she was a kid and I was shy with her. And the cameras, I got so conscious.
Yeah. But you got back on your feet on the third day. Yeah, eventually. Did you get some help from your co-stars? Ganun ba?
Of course. With Tito Alan and Tita Yo, I felt like I've known them ever since. Tito Alan has known me since I was a little girl. Also Tita Yayo. And I feel like because I was comfortable with them already, personally, acting with them in front of the cameras, I gained that comfort back and the confidence.
Do you feel that having that 1 year break helped you come back? Or do you feel that that 1 year break, or you're still on a break naman, was disadvantageous to you?
At first, I thought that it was disadvantageous. I even told my friend that I felt like I forgot how to act. Like I felt like, because before I relied on what's in my heart all the time. And then having been away from acting for a while, I forgot how to, you know,
feel
how
with
to
your heart.
how to feel the role or the scene. I was using my head, I was being a bit technical, and that's just not how I work as an actor. So I was so confused with myself.
Could you say you're proud of this movie?
I'm actually proud of it because I just proved that when you're passionate about something, you know, it's always going to live in you. And you'll never, it's like riding a bike, you know. I can't forget how to act.
You'll get back on that bike in no time. So right now you're in Siargao and back in Manila, and I just wanted to ask you very briefly, you as a mother, how are you? We talked about you as an actress to Ellie.
I feel like now that I'm, you know, that I've found myself, that I know who I am and what I want in life, it's so much easier for me to be the best mom I can be. I believe I can be to my daughter Ellie, because, I don't know, I realize that if you're happy as a mom and you love yourself as a person, it's so much easier to give love to someone else and also to make other people happy.
Absolutely. Are you sure you're only 28? No, I wanted one last question. You said, you know who you are and who you want to be. Who are you and who do you want to be?
I'm Andi. I'm a mermaid. I'm a real life mermaid. And what I want to be is happy, genuinely happy.
Oh.
And that's all that's important in life. It took me a while, you know, like I spent past 27 years of my life trying to figure out, should I really be an actor? Should I really be this and that and this and that? When I realized eventually, the only thing that's important is for me to be happy.
Right.
That's all that matters. And now everything else, it came after that.
It just flowed, huh?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you invite them to the showing of your movie? And are there other projects in the offing?
For now, I'm just focusing on All Souls Night. I'm just really excited for the showing on October 31 in cinemas nationwide. The film is directed by Jules Catanyag and Direk Aloy Adlawan, and this is based on the imagination of Direk Yam Laranas.
Yeah, thank you, Andi. Thank you so much, and good luck. Stay on the course of being happy. That's really what's most important.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me also.
You're super welcome. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Coming up, why is the Flaunt Your Wealth Challenge a big hit in China? That's for today's In Focus.